Like there's all these things that they stuck in time. People that since the independence, they didn't do any upgrades. So now you have all these people that they do know this. There's Angolans in the States, Angolans in the UK, Angolans in all sorts of European countries, in Asia, this and that, whatever. They would love to be able to come back and provide, show what they learned somewhere else, and then say, hey, listen, I came here to give my contribution, but then they're not allowed to because obviously there's some, the status quo say, hey, we did it like we won 11 Afro baskets that way. We don't need to change. So if we keep thinking that way, we're gonna be overlapped by South Sudan. I read today that South Sudan is the world's fastest economy, fastest growing
That's
economy.
crazy, right?
Can you imagine? Like, oh, they destroying us in basketball, and now they destroying us, and despite the
But
political turmoil.
I think it's what you said is that South Sudan is that unique case of because of what happened to their country, you
Uh-huh.
had an abundance of people leave the country, right?
Yeah,
So they left and found jobs in other places, or they took their young children who grew up in other places, or they had children in
yeah,
other places. And those children are now men and women of working age who have learned different systems, have learned how things can work, and are now, in some cases, coming back to the country of their parents, or their parents are
absolutely.
coming back. And
Mhm.
now they're saying, this is my home. I just want to make it livable. I want to make it work. And when you have a collective mindset, and it's not to say like 100% of people believe that, but if even if you have 50% or 20% of people who are
Uh-huh.
coming back saying, I know how to do internet, I know how to build houses, I know how to do irrigation, I know how to do food supply, I know how to build hospitals, all of a sudden you have a community. And if you have a community, you have a country. You have country, you have governance. Therefore, when somebody is saying, "Hey, I'm Luau Deng, I'm gonna come and run the basketball federation," you as the Ministry of Sport are like, "Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like it
Mhm.
makes sense to me. It
Uh-huh.
makes sense to you." And when he's putting his things in place, he's putting his team together. He's also not stupid. He's picking people who know social media, who know finance management, who
Absolutely. Yeah.
know business management, so that when they do it right the first time.
True.
Not, oh, we messed up and we're going to fix it later. And it
Right.
doesn't mean everything is going to be perfect, but it means they're starting from a really good foundation. And essentially, yeah, they might come like this, but all they can do is grow upwards. And I think that that's almost a juxtaposition to Nigeria,